Hi Gaucho fans, I'm Larissa White of UCSB Athletics, and I'm sitting here with second-year head coach Andrew Checketts of the baseball team. Coach, you earned the school record for the most wins by a first-year head coach last season, going 28-28. You were named a Coach on the Rise by Perfect Game, as well as one of Baseball America's top 10 head college coaches under 40. However, you are known as quite a humble man, and I know you attribute a lot of your success to your staff. How important are they to this program as well as to you?
They do all the heavy lifting for us, so we're fortunate to have a great staff that starts with Jason Hawkins, who runs our offense and works with our hitters. And with my pitching background, it was really important that we ended up hiring somebody that had experience running offense. And last year was very successful, and we were, I believe, top 3 in almost every offensive category last year, and you have to attribute a lot of that to Jason's hard work and the investment that he put into it. And then Coach Cornejo, who's our recruiting coordinator, who had a lot of success on the recruiting trail, bringing in a lot of players. And I think his first recruit was Greg Molly, who ended up being an All-American for us last year. And Eddie spent a lot of time on the road away from his family and has sacrificed a lot for our program. And we're really fortunate to have those guys along with the rest of our support staff. Zach Etheridge, who works with our catchers and coaches first base for us, as well as our operations people.
You're not only the head coach of this squad, but you're the pitching coach as well. How important is it for these guys to be a strong presence on the mound?
Yeah, it all starts there. It starts there and ends there. So if you don't pitch, you don't have a chance. And we had a scrimmage the other day where the pitching dominated the hitting, and Coach Hawkins was going home with his tail between his legs a little bit and was a little disappointed. And I said, well, if you're gonna have it anyway, you know, it's hard to go home happy after a scrimmage. Somebody's not happy. Either you pitched well or you hit well, and one coach is going home unhappy. And I said, I'd rather have it be you than me. So pitching's important, and we've recruited around pitching, and we spend a lot of time developing it, and we've got a special group of young arms that we're excited about.
This year's recruiting class was ranked number 12 in the nation. How excited are you for these newcomers to get out there?
Yeah, it's the rankings product of a lot of hard work by our coaching staff and Coach Hawkins and Coach Cornejo, and it's nice for them to get the recognition for the amount of work that they put in, but it's also on paper, and we know we have to go out and play the games, and we don't play the game on paper. And so we've got a talented young group. We think they're special. How fast they develop and become really, really special, who knows? I think it's gonna take 3 or 4 years before we're really able to look back and say, yeah, hey, that was the 12th ranked recruiting class in the country, or maybe it was better. And there's some days where it might be better. There's some special arms, and I compare it to a staff that I had a few years ago that was very, very successful and finished second in the country in ERA, and now they did that after 3 years. So, but I think this group's ready to go, and really, really pleased with the amount of work that they've put in since they've been here.
Yes, and you've also had two other standouts over this past year, Andrew Vasquez and Brandon Trinkpon. They were named 2013 preseason All-Americans. What can we expect from these guys?
Well, Trink hits in the middle of our order, and he plays the premier position on the field besides pitching. It's shortstop, and he was very good for us last year there, and was a little in and out with Stephen Moon, but ended up winning that job. And we really think that he can play. We think he's one of the better shortstops in the country. I think a lot of other people feel the same way. And then he's a force for us offensively. I think the fact that he's going to have probably Tyler Kress or Greg Molly behind him in the lineup this year is really going to help him as well. I think he's going to get more pitches to hit than he did last year.
Great. Well, your season this year, it's kind of called program building. That's kind of the theme this time around. Last year it was all about the winning culture, and that's something that's ingrained obviously in your program still to this day and will always be ingrained in your program. But the program building aspect of it, I mean, you've got Gaucho Park on the rise, you've got the Gaucho 9 started up. How does that all come into play with this program?
Yeah, the Gaucho 9 is our support group and our boosters, and we've had a tremendous amount of support. Even this room that we're in right now is a product of our Gaucho 9 donations and the support that we've got from those people. And then the movement that we've had on our ballpark and Gaucho Park and the plaza being close to being completed and getting ready to have that done for next year. We're excited about that, and there's been a lot of hard work from our support staff and our athletic director to get that moving, and it shows. I think when people show up, they notice that the ballpark looks different, the clubhouse looks different, the grass looks different, and hopefully the players will continue to play better and look different to people when they show up.
Well, I think you've done an amazing job, and I know a lot of the people around this campus agree as well. And fans, you can catch Coach Checketts as well as the rest of the Gaucho baseball team on February 19th when they begin their 2013 home season against UCLA. Remember, tickets are available at ucsbgauchos.com or by calling 805-893-UCSB. Well, Coach Checketts, thank you for your time today, and we look forward to the season.
Thank you.